Gender equality as one of the goals of the Sustainable Development Goals (SDG) is an important goal, but the elimination of violence against women is a no-go area. Women as an instrument in our world helps us to promote the gender in whatever we do. And on today, the 25th of November, we are talking about the elimination of violence against women as we're celebrating the event. This is the Change Makers Voice, and we come together as a whole to embark on a project to inspire and uplift our voice and empower our world. Let's take our quote for the week. We'll be right back. Yeah, warmly welcome back to the Change Makers Voice on the show. Let's find out who our guest is as we delve into the matter and discuss about the elimination of violence against women. We'll be right back.
Beatrice Appiah is a proud alumni of Nuwa Ben Senior High School. She served as an assistant SRC General Secretary of her school. Beatrice is currently serving as the Ogwa Hall Vice President and also the President of the Women's Desk in the Hall. She's passionate about making a positive impact and empowering others to aim higher. She thinks it's good to keep striving for greatness together with others. She goes by the principle, be the change you wish to see in the world.
Yeah, warmly welcome back to the Change Makers Voice. I'm sure you now know who our guest is. Our guest is Beatrice Jechiwa. Beatrice, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
To empower your world. Okay, so today being the 25th of November, talking and discussing about the elimination of violence against women. Before we talk about what you make of the event, let us know who Beatrice is and where you are from, although we have learned a little about you.
Okay, so my name is Beatrice Appiah, a level 400 student reading Bachelor of Education in Art, the Vice President of Appiah Hall, and I'm half Fanti, half Ashanti. So my dad is from Asante Fomena, and my mom is from Swartford.
Okay, so you speak.
I speak both.
You speak Essede and also there. Okay.
So I speak both.
I see.
Fanti small, I speak Chi small.
Okay, so but which one do you like? Or you have gone to lab both?
Okay, so because I'm in Cape right now, I think I prefer speaking the Fanti.
I don't want the Cape to keep people to come attacking you.
When I'm with my Fanti friends, I prefer speaking the Fanti. Okay. But people don't really know I can speak Fanti.
Wow. So tell us about this growing up, especially making reference to GHS and SS, also with respect to leadership positions.
I had my GHS level at Child Evangelism International School at Akimoda in the Eastern region. So when I go to my GHS, I was in the boarding house by then. So Form 3, I was the compound prefect. So Form 2, getting to Form 3, I was the compound prefect. From there, I went to New Dublin Senior High School in Koforidua. Okay. So from New Dublin Senior High to, I came to University of Cape Coast, and I was in Ogwaho. Currently, I'm still in Ogwaho. So in level 100, I was a floor rep. I was part of the welfare committee. Actually, I've been part of committee for like over the years until I go to level 300, where finally I became the vice president of Ogwaho. And I'm currently the president of the Women's Desk in Ogwaho too.
Wow. I've met your president, that's Nana B.
Yes.
I think I interviewed him on the topic. Such an intelligent and open president. Met Nana B, that's Nana Boachi Yadom, and we discussed on the International Youth Day. Okay. So moving forward, you were saying you have been with the committee over the years. So meaning, did you vie for that position or did you join the committee when you came to level 100?
Okay, so yes, I joined the welfare committee when I was in level 100. I think they gave us the opportunity to fill a form if you want to be part of a committee. And as a fresher, I felt, there is no other way I can give back to the whole than just being a committee member.
Wow.
So I was just part of the committee.
So from the onset, you just gave it all out and you joined the team.
So we started from being a floor rep to the committee member, and then finally level 300.
What is the duty of the floor rep?
Okay, so the floor rep is like a representative of all the floor members. You see, when there are issues pertaining the ladies on the floor, there are not executives around who will come and take complaints. So it's like you represent the members on the floor. You send information to the executive, to the administration. So it's like you are a rep on the floor, an executive on the floor, if there are issues, they come to you. If the issues are above you, you send it to the authorized places. So yes.
So from the little you have just let us know from your secondary school to your JHS, I could see you're passionate about leadership. What do you make about taking up roles in school, either from the grassroots to where you find yourself today? What do you make of it?
I think I just have this inner. I just like it. I mean, when I find myself at places, and I'm just there doing nothing, I feel it's like it's not needed. I feel I always have to give back to the society,
That you're not being
especially
useful or
yes,
you're
yes.
not
I'm not
making
being
use of
useful.
yourself.
Yes. So sometimes I just feel like going for this without thinking twice about it. I just go in for something, and then later I find out that it was worth it. So right from GHS, SHS, university, I felt I need to give back in
Wow.
my own small way. I just need to give back.
Wow. And you made mention of your one as part of you being the vice president for the Ogwaho, you said you are
Thanks, President.
women's desk
Yes, please.
president. On I interviewed Miss Sandy, the president for
This
Adeshi Hall.
yeah.
Yeah, we spoke about the women's advocating for the rights for women and all that. In general, before we delve into the elimination of violence against women, what do you make of the right of women, making reference to International Women's Day, which is celebrated on 8th March?
I think being the president of the women's desk in the whole, I think automatically I become the advocate for the ladies in the whole. I think I have to stand in for them when their voices are supposed to be heard. So there are instances that you see the society we find ourselves, we think that there are certain things women are not supposed to do. So sometimes I set myself as an example for them to follow my footsteps. Because we feel there is a society where the voice of women are not really heard because of the tradition we came to meet growing up. There are certain norms that we came to meet in the world,
Sure.
in the society, in the community we find ourselves. That doesn't make women come out. That doesn't make them stand out. So I think this International Women's Day is like a platform or a framework for advocating for the rights of women in every aspect of their life. Yes.
Sure. So now let's get to the intel of the discussion and the
Okay,
topic
sure.
today being 25th of November. We celebrating elimination of violence against women. What do you make of the event? What do you make of the celebration and the project?
Okay, so I think it's a very good initiative to fight against the violence of women and then girls. And I think it is crucial to address issues about this violence and yes, this violence against women and then girls. I think it's also good. It's a good platform which serves as a reminder for collecting actions that will make us prevent and eliminate the violence against women. So I think it's in general, it's a good initiative that has been brought out to fight against the violence against women and girls.
Okay. Violence against women and girls, that's VAWG, remains largely unreported due to the impunity, silence, stigma, and shame surrounding it. What is your thoughts on it, and what do you think could be done possible to improve this?
So I think the underreporting issue about violence against women and girls is a significant issue because I think it's ideally because of the primary factors like the stigma, the shame. So all these factors make the women and the girls not come out. They don't come forth to seek justice and report these issues.
Sure.
So I think my take on this issue is that it shouldn't just be based on legal and institutional reforms. I think we don't have to only go through the legal way and the institutional way to correct all these issues, but I think we should also look at the societal shift. I mean, the society we find ourselves in. Because, like I said earlier, there are certain norms, there are certain beliefs that,
That has
as
been
yes,
there.
that has been there. So I think we should focus on the society too, and then we should create safe spaces for the women and then the girls, and then we should promote gender equality too. I think gender equality is one of the things we need to focus on when it comes to women and girls. Because yes, that's my take on it.
Sure. And from where you sit, fine, you have told us what you do as the women's desk at Ogwaho.
Yes,
But
please.
from where you sit as the women's desk in Ogwaho and even the vice president to the Ogwaho, what do you do in your bid to in general, not necessarily with you can make reference to your, but what do you do to also promote women's advocacy and pertaining to the topic elimination of violence against women?
Initially, when the level 100s came, so I think it's the first time we had an orientation for the ladies. So it's the first time I organized an orientation for the ladies. So
Is it for the only the Ogwaho
yes,
or general?
only the Ogaho ladies.
Okay.
It's first of its kind. So during that time, I had guest speakers which we spoke about important issues because it's a mix. Or sometimes we come across issues. You see, there are certain girls or there are certain ladies that hadn't been in a mixed community before. So finding themselves in a mix or like Ogaho, sometimes they come across issues and difficulties pertaining their lives. You see, you get people being harassed, you get people being like mocked off and laughed off. So during the orientation, we made them understand that it is a mix of. So you come across all these things. Even with you coming across all these things, you don't need to sit there and then keep things to yourself. You need to come forth. If you can't speak to me, we have our hall warden there. We have other women administrator. She's also there. So I made them understand that there are certain things they are going to face since it's a mix of it's a must. Because you get boys worrying girls
Yeah.
day in, day out, touching them and all that.
So I'm coming on. Miss Beatrice, you are saying we shouldn't worry girls alone. So that
No,
we can take her away and go.
no,
We
see.
shouldn't play with you. I'm not just playing
No,
with
I
you.
can give you instance. In my hall, for instance, we call something like so Fridays are meant for morals, right? And then before they enter the hall, there's this thing we say free coining. It means you need to pay way for the traditional people to come and
Oh,
pass
okay.
by.
And who are the traditional people?
So we have like a traditional council in every hall.
Oh, okay.
So Fridays are meant for them.
Oh, okay.
So when they came, assuming coming to a new community which you don't even know about this thing, so it's like when they come, they are very aggressive. Even if you are in the way, they will just push you.
Free coining.
Free coining.
Are they all men?
Yes, the traditional council,
So they
most of
are
them are men.
men.
So it's like when they are coming inside and they see you coming, it's either they push you away.
Do they do it aggressively or made in a joking way or normal or just in
I think over the years, I wouldn't say it's jokingly. I think
That's been
it's
aggressive.
yes.
Okay.
And then you get most of our ladies being hurt.
Okay.
It can get to the extent of them calling their parents and informing them that.
Then is that
Because
serious?
like they are in a new environment and they
Exactly.
don't know anything about these things. So these are the things that we tell them. So sometimes we do have to go and see a counselor and all that. So I made them understand that this is the situation as. So if they come across these situations directly, if they can speak to the person, they should. But if they can't, they should come forward to me. We have women there's executives, they can also go to them. We have counselors and other people around. So the thing is, I always want to be there for my girls. That's what I say. Anytime I get to meet them, I always advise them, give them one or two gists in the hole for them.
Gist.
Yes,
Gist.
gist.
It's not a gist I know.
No,
That
no,
has
it's for
double
girls.
S into it. But your gist, just a
Yes.
guidance of gist.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, that's powerful. So before I ask you what we can also do as lay people to also support the elimination of violence against women. It says that violence against women and girls remains one of the most prevalent and pervasive human rights violations in the world. Globally, an estimated 736 million women, almost 1 in 3, have been subjected to physical or sexual intimate partner violence, non-partner sexual violence, or both, at least once in their life. This scourge has intensified in different settings, including the workplace and online spaces, and has been exacerbated to post-pandemic effects, conflict, and climate change. With this information that I just read, violence against women is a very dire issue, which I myself wouldn't necessarily support. From what you said as a women's desk in Oguaho and the vice president, what would you say? You have told us what you do in your bid to also eliminate or support the promotion of it. As a lay person, not necessarily as a lay person, someone not necessarily into that field, what are we supposed to do or what would you suggest What are some of the mechanisms you encourage for us to do as today we celebrate the elimination of violence against women?
Okay, so since we are in school, and then it's not like a normal society that we are in, like the house, I think we should go by the legal and institutional reforms. So we have what we call segregate. They look at issues pertaining these things, so violence, harassment, and all that. So I think when these issues come up, we should just go straight to the segregate section, or even before, you should see the right people in your environment, like the society you find yourself. So let's say in the hall, I think the hall warden, my hall, we have a hall warden. So you go to the hall warden, or you come to any of the executives, and then from there we take it to the Sagrat. I think that's, I mean, they shouldn't keep it to themselves. That is it. Like what you said, the shame, the mockery. I mean, if something
The
happens to me, yes,
silence.
the silence. If something happens to me and I go and tell a friend, the first thing the person would do is to laugh at me first before the person would ask what even happens. So I think these are all the things that prevent people from even going forth to make reports about it. And I think they feel if after reporting, nothing will be done. That's what I think. Well, assuming a girl has been raped, she goes to see the Sagat section or goes to report to any person, and then in the end, like they don't do anything about the issue. So that lady goes to tell another person who has gone through that. It will make the person go silent because she feels even if she goes forth, nothing will be done about it. So even as he send the issue forth to the Sagat or any um specific institution that is meant for that, I think they should also take it from there and make it like important, or make use of the information that they've gotten, so that they will feel that at long last, after I reported, the issue was being curved, the issue was being solved, rather than you just report and nothing is being done about it. Yes.
Yeah. So, Miss Beatrice, some few weeks after we celebrated International Women's Day on the 8th of March, as I said, I interviewed Miss Sandy, the president for Adeshi Hall
Okay.
on your campus. And we largely spoke about the rights for women and how to advocate for them. And on that, I remember that day, I was also arguing that if we are saying we are projecting women, presenting women out there, we tend to sideline and put the men at the back. Then we can now project the women to head over us, for better amount of words. What do you make of that assertion that we are projecting women too much, and yes, so it turns that we are forgetting or sidelining men, the male? What do you make of? Do you jump on that assertion, or you
Well,
think it's
can you
no?
give me instances where they had sidelined men?
I don't know, madam. I don't know, but definitely
No.
when it happens, it
You
because
feel you've been
exactly in
sidelined.
a way. In a, but as I'm beginning this assertion, I'm not saying it has
Okay,
happened.
sure.
I'm just saying that you see when we give attention to too much thing, I think is it a quote or something? I remember there one someone said, I can't really remember, paraphrasing it. It says that we do a lot of things, and whatever challenge you are going through, give
Mhm.
attention to everything. But if you give attention to one thing, that thing you give attention to becomes more solution oriented, solve, and then the other one lacks. So comparing it or bringing it to the topic we are discussing right now, if we lay emphasis project our women, which I have no qualms about, I also support the protection of them. But
Okay.
what happens to the guys, or what is left to the guys? I'm not saying it has happened, but I'm
Okay.
saying if we do that and it happens, or what do you make of this assertion?
Okay. So I think this assertion about what you are saying, I don't think we are aligning the men from my point of view. Because, for instance, in my hall, when it comes to the executive badge, we are 26 in number, but then the females are just five. So
Mm,
you can imagine. So if I want to project these ladies, and I would want the next 2 or 3 years, I would want to see at least 15 of the executives being female. Am I sidelining the men? No. So this is what we are talking about. We are not just projecting them as to in a way to sideline the men. There are situations and instances or environment that we want to see them more. That's what we are talking about. So we are not sidelining them.
I
Okay.
hear what you say. And then back again on the
Okay.
other side. So there's another assertion on
Okay,
its own.
sure.
When you take another assertion on its own on the other side, making claims, if as I said earlier, we are projecting women. It makes the men to be. It will make the men to be sidelined.
Okay.
Then we say then that okay, then let's put everybody equal as one of the goals of the SDG state,
sure.
gender equality.
Yes.
So if we put both on the same equal, and as the norm has always been, Bema do a Bema, you need to give respect to, which I believe that's one of the reasons that also give power or motivation to other men, a few men to do what they are doing.
Yes.
So based on this assertion on the other side, what do you make of it? Do you think we should confidently continue to project the men in the sense that, oh, this is a man, he's a guy, you should respect him? And oh yes, you should. You're supposed to give respect to men as a man is the head. But what do you make of it? Because it has also given power to some men, not all, to discriminate or violate other women. So what do you make of that session? Do you think it should stay as it is about giving respect to men as the head always? What do you make of it in your own opinion?
Okay, so I think there's nothing wrong with giving respect to them. Like you said, some of the men are taking it so personal that they discriminate the women because they feel Bema ye Bema, you need to respect us. You can't do anything. Bema enye ya unkoye, it will say udi Bema, which is not right. I think they are misusing it and it's really affecting the ladies.
Okay.
One of the reasons we can't even comfort because you do something, you go, oh, say we there Bema the oya normal, but the oya enye. There's something that's one of the things I wouldn't like to hear. Whenever I hear it, it makes me, yes, it saddens me, and yes, it really saddens me because I feel there are certain things we can't do, but because of this norm, we just have to sit back and watch the men do it, whilst we can also do it too.
Miss Beatrice, time is not on our side, so we want to take your final words based on the topic.
I think violence against women and girls, it's a good initiative that has been brought up to address issues and create awareness against the prevalence and the severity of violence. So I would want us to come together and then help this initiative and also make it serve as a platform to have collective actions to fight against this violence against women. Because like it said, if you educate a woman, you educate what the whole nation. I'd want us to base on this and make good use of wherever we find ourselves. We should be positive. We shouldn't be discriminated. Even if we are, we should also always voice out what is bothering us and then stay focused. Ladies, we are blessed. I mean, God created us differently. We shouldn't look up what people are doing to make us sit back. We have a lot of potentials in us, which one way or the other we can help our society and the world as large. Thank you.
So, Miss Beatrice said women, they are blessed. As for the men, we are cursed.
Oh, no, I didn't say that. God created us specially.
I know. We, the God didn't create us special. But all the same, that's a very powerful inspiration and final take you are giving us on the topic, elimination of violence against women. And we would want to appreciate you for your time, for coming.
Thank you, Andy.
But before you leave, let's take Empower Your Voice segment. We'll come back with more.
Think about this in your life. How many times have you had this really incredible idea and you took it to your family and your friends? You shared it with them and they shot it down. You know why they shot it down? Because they couldn't see it. Because God didn't put it in their imagination. He put it in yours. It was your evidence of things not seen. See, all this stuff you've been imagining, you ought to start working on it. Because that's what God really got for you. Your real life is in your imagination. I'm here to tell you that. You think I'm here by accident? I'm here because he put this in my imagination when I was 10. When I was 10, he showed me I was going to be on TV. That's all I ever wanted. The assignment when I was in the 6th grade was everybody write their name on a piece of paper and write what you want to be. You know what I wrote on my paper? I want to be on TV. Now, the problem I had, though, was I used to suffer with a serious stuttering problem. I couldn't talk outside my house. I stuttered for years. I flunked out of school. But at 10, though, I wrote on a piece of paper, I want to be on TV. So the teacher went around the room and read everybody's paper. She had you stand up when she called your name. And the only assignment was your name and what you want to be. Doctor, lawyer, dentist, basketball player, football player. I wrote I want to be on TV. She saved me for last. She said, "Little Stevie, come to the front." Now I'm thinking, I'm going to the front because I got the best answer. Because ain't nobody had put that on their paper. She called me to the front. I'm thinking I'm finna give me a gold star. But I was wrong about that. She called me to the front to humiliate me. First of all, you know I can't talk. I suffered with stuttering stammer so bad, man. I couldn't talk at all. And that lady lit in on me. "Why did you write this on your paper?" Now I'm standing there, I can't talk. Who in this school ever been on TV? Who in your family ever been on TV? Who in this neighborhood ever been on TV? I'm crushing, man. I'm standing there dying. She said, "Look at you standing there. You can't even talk. How they gonna put somebody like you on TV?" So every Christmas, I send her a flat screen TV. Because I don't want her to miss me. I do not want her to miss not an episode of me. Because I wanted her to see what God had done for me. The fact that you couldn't see it, it wasn't for you to see. He put it in my imagination.
You're welcome back to the Changemaker's Voice, and I'm sure you got inspired by the video you just watched. We have gotten to the Changemaker's Voice fun segment. This is a time we have fun with our interviewees, trick them, and also learn a bit and all that. And as smart as Miss Beatrice has proven to be, let's find out if she'll be able to answer our questions here, and we'll see. We'll come back with more. Don't go anywhere. You're warmly welcome back. So this is the fun segment game, and we are about to play a short game with Miss Beatrice to find out how smart she is. But I know she's smart. Someone, the vice president for the Oguaho and the women's desk, I'm sure she has a lot she can give us. So without wasting much time, let's get straight into it. Are you ready to find out what your game is?
Yeah.
Okay. But you are Shako. I've heard a lot about you.
Oh no, it's not.
I like your Shako. Someone who can put the men aside. Sure.
Oh no, it's not true.
What I say, the rule of the game is give the actual meanings of these idiomatic expressions. Give the actual meanings to these idiomatic expressions. So, guys, without wasting much time, let's go. So, the first one is that, this one is Coco. Someone will say, kick the bucket.
Oh, to die.
To die. That's good. The second one is armed to the teeth. Armed to the teeth.
Like being in a tight situation.
No, you have 3 chances. Two chances left.
Armed to the teeth.
Armed to the teeth.
To the teeth.
Teeth.
Silent.
No, you have last chance. Feel and let us help you.
Oh no, I can't feel. I think I know.
Armed to the teeth.
Just.
What? Just. You have just with your girls, then come and ask me how to give just. I will give just be madam.
Okay. What's the answer?
Okay. So the answer is to be completely armed. To be completely armed. So
to be completely armed can be like armed like this, like tight. Like
no, but no. You
like
said tight.
No.
Then you didn't defend yourself, but you said tight.
Maybe in a tight situation, like being armed.
Hey, madam, don't come and.
No,
guys,
that's what I said.
No, but you didn't explain yourself also. You're not taking him down. But guys, if you think I should give that point to her, let me know in the comment section below whether I should give that point to her, because he said tight.
No, I said
tight and being completely being armed are not the same.
I said being in a tight situation.
Good. It's a tight situation. It's totally different from being armed, completely armed. So you are going for a war. So you have gathered your tools, your guns, and everything. So you are completely armed, and you are in a situation.
Okay, I'm learning.
So now you arrest your case.
Let's see.
Yeah. Okay, the third one: to throw dust into someone's eye.
To provoke the person.
No. 2 chances left.
Annoying the person.
No, not annoyed. I almost not
No,
annoyed.
wait.
This one
Then
day,
it means
someone
it's
say,
closer.
I swear you.
Then it means it's closer.
Somehow.
No, Andy.
Oh, somehow. The annoying, you say annoying, somehow. It's still to the back, somehow.
So why can't you give it to me?
Oh, no. When I tell you the answer, it's not the same as the annoying. Yeah, you have last one.
Show dust.
I wish you can see someone's commenting the answer to give you.
Yes. One day, Andy.
Oh, to throw that into someone's eye.
I think I know.
This one, cry. If I'll give you clue, I don't know the clue I'll give you.
You give me clue.
I want to give you clue, but I don't know the clue I'll give you.
Okay.
I don't know. To throw that in someone's eye. They're pushing me to the wall. No, you try. That's why you are strong women, though. You are bold women. You can. Is that what men can do? You can do and do
no,
better.
I didn't say that.
So what we can do? And that's why you didn't say that one. So we just try and let's go. To throw that in someone is different. Okay, so let me give you the answer. To deceive. Okay. To deceive is from to what the name? To annoy. Yeah. Then the last but one is to raise a white flag.
To raise it. Okay, so
let me. If
sometimes
you
you can put it in a sentence.
Okay, yeah, she help you. I can try to deceive. You see, women.
You see,
that's why they are blessed.
If you had put in the other ones in a sentence, I think I would
okay, let me help you in this way. The clue I'll give you is that when you say to raise a red flag, you know red flag, but I'm asking you to raise a white flag.
So that's the clue you're giving.
Yes, but do you know red flag? When you say red flag, when you say red flag, it's a clue. I should also answer the clue.
I know.
Okay, so to raise the red flag, maybe there's a danger or a danger looming or a problem coming. So that's the red flag.
So white flag is what? Victory.
Okay, yeah, near. You're near. White flag is peace. To make peace. Yeah. To make peace. But it's not the same. To make victories. But guys, I think I'll give it to
yeah.
Okay. Someone has to give it, I'll give it to you. Then the last one is to pull someone's leg.
To tease the person.
To tease the person. And they were not doing. We're not doing. So guys, this is where some will allow us to have fun with Miss Beatrice on the Change Makers Fun segment. I think we should do this some other time again.
Yeah, sure. I really like the fun aspect.
Yeah, I think we will do it again. So we'll be right back. And when we come back, we have something different for you. Don't go anywhere. Guys, you're warmly welcome back again to the Change Makers Voice. I'm sure you're still laughing from the smart move Miss Beatrice was exhibiting, although she can't answer. She was trying to let us give her a clue and all that. But all the same, she did well, and I'm sure you're also rooting for her wherever you're seated. This is the Change Makers Voice, where we give voices to ourselves, uplift our voice, and transform and empower our world. We are done for the day, and we are asking on the question for the day is that what is your take on the elimination of violence against women? What do you think should be done best to improve the protection? Fine, there is an advocate and projecting of women, but when it comes down to eliminating violence against women, what do you think should be done best from where you sit in your house as a student, as a teacher, or whatever field or career you find yourself in? What do you think should be done best to improve the violence against women? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section below for us to promote this agenda as it's being celebrated every year on the 25th of November. And as I said earlier, this where time will allow us to have discussion on the topic. So before we leave, want to really appreciate Miss Beatrice that whatever you're doing so well. And on the project that we're embarking on, Change Makers Voice, we together say we are rooting for you. Keep fighting for women, keep projecting them, keep inspiring young people, especially women in your space that you can. And some few years to come, wherever you find yourself, I'm sure you do well.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So guys, that's where we can discuss on the Change Makers Voice on Appiah Online TV. Some other time when we meet again, we'll discuss something different, which I believe will interest you as well. But before we leave, you can follow us and get more information on www.andtheupon.com and also get more of our videos, other episodes on our YouTube page and the Appiah Online TV. Until then, it's bye-bye for now.
Bye.